Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 37 weeks of pregnancy update. I'm full term. Awesome. I'm so excited to be full term. And I'm sorry that I didn't get this video up yesterday. Thank you guys for being patient with me. But I've just had so many things going on top of the fact that this morning I had my 37-week appointment. And I really wanted to wait until after that appointment to do this update so that I could let you guys know what happened at that appointment and let you know if I'm progressing at all. So let's jump right in. The past couple of days I have spent kind of just pampering myself. I got eyelashes put on, I got a spray tan, I got my nails done. I had to take my dog Duchess to be spayed. So I've had like, even though these have been a fun couple of days. Oh, and I've done a lot of shopping. So I have a haul video coming out for you guys tomorrow because I've done a ton of shopping online and in stores. So I'm excited to share that with you too, but I've just been spending my maternity leave having fun for the most part. I've had a few people tell me that I'm way too anxious and nervous about everything that happens in my pregnancy. And I disagree because I think that pregnancy can be very scary and there's so many things that can go wrong and there's so many horror stories out there that I don't think a mom can ever be too anxious or too worried or too concerned about what's going on with their unborn child. So I would advise you to not tell your pregnant friends that they're being anxious or crazy or worrying too much. I totally disagree with you. And also, it would be weird if they weren't concerned about every little thing that happens with their baby because that's a huge deal. And if you're a mom and you don't remember what it was like to be pregnant, you might think you remember what it was like to be pregnant, but I can guarantee you all of these moms who are saying that I'm too anxious were probably just as anxious with their first child. Okay, so let's talk about symptoms. Let's talk about swelling first. My feet and ankles are still extremely swollen. If you follow me on Snapchat, you have seen how bad my feet and ankles are right now. It's ridiculous. And now, joining in with that swelling situation is my lips. My lips are extremely swollen, and I'm starting to feel like my face is swollen too. I know that I'm retaining water, and the weight gain has also filled out my face, but I've noticed these past couple days, or this past week, that I feel like my face it almost doesn't look like me, and I think it's a mixture of the swelling and the weight gain, but I feel like I don't even look like myself anymore. It's crazy. The other night I got one sensitive tooth. It was this front tooth right here, and out of nowhere it got extremely sensitive, and I was kind of worried about it, but then I woke up the next day and it was gone. I did a Google search and it kind of just said that your teeth can get very sensitive during pregnancy, and I still haven't gotten in to see the dentist, guys. I know how bad that is, but I need to make an appointment. I have a feeling they're gonna tell me that all sorts of different things are wrong with my teeth, so I'm not looking forward to that. I have been taking tons of baths this week because they just feel amazing because my body is so achy everywhere that baths are like one of the only things that can really calm me down. My stretch marks are kind of getting worse and worse on my inner thighs, my hips, and the ones that were underneath my left boob. It's so weird. It seems like they've gone away. I don't know if my boobs are shrinking or like what's going on, but those have kind of gone away. I don't have any new ones except for the ones on my inner thighs. I thought I was getting them on the tops of my thighs and they've started to fade as well. So now I'm just a hips and inner thigh stretch mark situation right now, but I've ordered some pure, like 100% pure, 2 pounds of pure organic shea butter. And I think that they haven't even like, I don't know. I'm excited to see how it is because I had a teacher in middle school once that had like this raw shea butter that hadn't been touched, and it's like, it's chunky and it's not processed at all. It's the coolest thing in the world. So I'm really hoping that that's what I ordered. I bet you it's gonna be, there's gonna be some sort of processing that was done to it, but I got that because I've been doing tons of research on what I can do for these stretch marks, and that and coconut oil seem to be some of the top 2. So maybe you guys can learn through me and maybe start out at the beginning of your pregnancy with coconut oil. I think that coconut oil might be one of the best things you can do for stretch marks, and I've had a few people tell me that, and now I think they're right. Anytime I get up from sitting down or laying down for a long period of time, I've got a lot of pain in my whole body, and most specifically in my pelvis and back, but let's be real, I feel like it's everywhere. I don't think there's anywhere on my body that isn't uncomfortable right now. I am currently having cramps while I'm sitting here talking to you. The only way that I know that I've been having Braxton Hicks contractions is because I can feel my stomach tighten sometimes, but that's the only way that I know. I've also been having shooting pains in my boobs, specifically my left one, like really shooting sharp pains. Lately, I really just feel heavy and disgusting, and the reason I feel disgusting is because I feel like I can't properly groom myself because I'm so big and like awkward, and it's just like I feel like even when I take a shower, I never feel fully clean because I feel like I can't reach every area of my body. So it's just making me feel like so disgusting. And then like right after I take a shower, I'm sweating so much. It's like I never took a shower. Ugh. I've definitely been having insomnia lately. It seems to be getting worse and worse, but I'll wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to fall back asleep, or wake up super early in the morning, which I know I need to be getting as much sleep as possible, but it's kind of hard. I still have a lot of nausea, and now I'm getting it like all throughout the day rather than just in the morning. Skyla has been having hiccups almost every single day, and then when she has the hiccups, she kind of like thrashes around, and it was making me really nervous. And my doctor, every time I tell her every time it happens, well, not every time, but every time I go in to see her, I tell her about it. She's like, I promise you, hiccups are totally normal. It's nothing to be worried about, but it freaks me out every time she does it. I have been having really bad acid reflux, and is it reflex or reflux? I always get that mixed up. Anyway, I've been having it really bad, and the only thing that's been helping me out is it's called Healthy Mama Tame the Flame, and they're pretty much like Tums or any type of anti-acid or antacid. I don't know, guys. My vocab is not on point today. Anyway, I think you can buy them at Walmart. I got mine in my bump box, and I'm pretty sure I've showed them to you before, but it's just called Healthy Mama Tame the Flame. Type that into Google if you're interested in it, but they really work for me. I seem to be extremely thirsty all the time, and I can never quench my thirst. My appetite has been fluctuating massively. Like some days I'm starving and some days nothing sounds good to me. Discharge this week, sorry, I know this is gross and TMI, but a lot of people want to know things like this. But discharge this week is like sticky flypaper. So I was really hoping that that meant that it was my mucus plug starting to come out, but it's not. I hope it means that it's going to come soon. I haven't had a bloody nose in weeks, and they just came back. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I feel completely drained of energy, like so weak, like I can't lift a finger. Like I feel like if I get out of bed, I'm gonna just collapse. My dreams have been crazy this week. Like the type of dreams that I've been having always, I wake up and I'm so freaked out about what I just dreamed, but it's kind of like in the beginning of pregnancy, I was having crazy dreams, and now it's like, now I'm at the end of my pregnancy and the dreams are coming back. Now I want to talk a little bit about relationship changes that have been going on the past week. I talked a little bit about this in my last video, which was pregnancy tips, and I don't feel like I really covered it enough because in pregnancy tips, I just wanted to kind of give highlights rather than going into too much depth so that I could cover everything. But basically, I've been really scared of my relationship changing and what it's going to be like after Skyla's gonna get here, because we're both so excited for her and we're so happy and like blessed. Like we, in no way is this a negative thing what I'm saying. I love my husband. I love how things are between my husband and I right now, and I'm worried about what's going to be different once Skyla's here, and I'm worried about us not having as much time to bond together. And I'm probably being crazy because it's the unknown right now since I'm a first-time mom. I don't know how things are gonna be, but from this point forward, we're no longer ever gonna have any alone time together, and that kind of scares me a little bit. Well, I know that we'll have alone time, like if we decide to do a date night, which I really want to do, or take a vacation together maybe once a year, just us to stay connected. But I'm a little worried about it because we have only been married a little bit over a year, and part of me wishes that we had more time together, but then the other side of me, I wanted to have a baby at this point in my life, and so did Nick. So it's like, nothing that I'm saying right now is meant to be negative. Please don't take this to be negative. And I'm not trying to sound selfish. I just want to be honest with you about what I'm going through. I'm just not good with the fear of the unknown. And also, speaking of relationships, Nick has been acting different this past week, or maybe the past couple of weeks, partially because of the fact that he is under more stress lately because he got a promotion, so he has more work on his plate. And I'm sure partially because the baby's coming so soon. And also because I have been a nightmare lately. Like, let's just be real about it. I'm hormonal and I complain a lot. Like, I should not complain as much as I do, but I'm whiny and I complain a lot. And I know that especially on top of him being so busy with work, then me complaining nonstop, and then the baby coming so soon, like, I can tell that it's like, you know, I can tell that it is affecting him, or it was affecting him until I brought it up. I finally brought it up and I was like, hey, like, you're acting totally different. Like, it's freaking me out. Like, is everything okay? You know, just tell me, like, what's wrong. And after we talked about it, he was like, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that you felt like the way that you feel. And ever since I told him that, he's been completely, like, loving and attentive, and he's gone back to his old self, and things are, you know, it's back paradise in the newlywed household, you know what I mean? But if I wouldn't have brought that up to him, that I was feeling like he was being a little bit distant and different, then we wouldn't have ever had the conversation, and it would probably still be going that way. So just make sure that if you start feeling that way, that you tell your significant other, because it really helped for us, and now things are totally normal again. We went to a prepared childbirth class at our hospital, and it was 6 hours long. It was an amazing class. It was a little scary. Nick said he loved it. Nick was like 10 out of 10, or 1 to 10. He said he was a 10 on like how happy he was that we decided to take the class. So Nick really liked it. He said he learned a ton of stuff that he didn't know. So I think the class is honestly better for your significant other than it will be for you, because for me, like, we had to see all these births, and she went over everything that can go wrong, and she basically laid out every little detail about labor and delivery and leading up to it, and how you're in pre-labor or early labor as early as, like, I think she said as early as like 35 or 36 weeks is technically considered early labor, or I don't remember the way she phrased it. But basically your body starts preparing for labor around 35, 36 weeks. I think she said like 37 at the latest is when your body starts really preparing for labor, in the very beginning phases. And Nick said he benefited from it. I benefited from it, but I'm a little bit more scared now than I was. I feel like maybe ignorance is bliss in that situation. I did want to share with you guys a couple things that I jotted down when we were in the class that totally blew my mind. And I thought that I would share these with you because I think that they're going to blow a lot of your minds as well. So, the age of maturity for a female, meaning like if you're pregnant with a little girl right now, the age of maturity with a female has gone down. Age of maturity meaning when they get their period has gone down to 9 and 10 years old because of the hormones and the additives that are in our food that we eat every day. How terrifying is that? She also said that if you are giving birth to a girl, that there's a good chance that she may have bleeding from her vagina and lactation from her nipples in the first month or so. I guess she said it's because she's been in your body feeding off of your estrogen and your hormones, and that it could make her have a slight cycle when she comes out. She said that giving birth between 38 weeks and 42 weeks is all considered normal. Even giving birth at 42 weeks, she says, isn't really considered late because your due date may just be off. This one is really sad. The baby experiences the same amount of pain during labor that you do because it kind of squishes their bones down, and it's really painful and stressful for them to go through the birth canal. And here's the last one. Most of you guys probably know this, but in case these are different from what you were told, I wanted to tell you her 4 top reasons to go to the hospital. One is contractions for about 1 hour that come every 5 minutes that you can't talk through. If your water breaks, if you are bleeding red, and if you have absent or decreased fetal movement. And that's it for the bullet points that I wrote down. I didn't want to write down too much because you guys can obviously take your own prepared childbirth class, but those were the things that I wrote down that I wanted to share with you. The next day after that class, which was Sunday, we took a tour of the maternity area of the hospital, and I'm so glad that we did. I really feel so much more comfortable seeing the rooms. They're so nice and big, and the nurses are all so nice, and now I know exactly where to go when we come in for labor and delivery and how everything works. She said that I'm gonna be staying 2 nights if I have a vaginal birth and 3 nights if I have a C-section, and that Skyla's gonna be in my room with me the whole time, and how security works, how they have like little bracelets on their ankle that will go off if the baby's even taken anywhere near like a door that they're not supposed to be at, and all the nurses have like a special pink badge so you know who's safe to give the baby to. Not that that's like a concern, but I just feel so good knowing all of this information before we go in there, because chances are if I'm having painful contractions when we get to the hospital, even if someone comes up and tries to tell me that stuff, I don't know if I will mentally retain it. So now I know what to expect, and it was really cool. I got to see all of the little rooms, like the recovery rooms that all the moms were in while we were there, and they all have like wreaths on their room, like that they're decorated with the baby's name, the weight, and the length, and all of that, and like the time that they're born. And I thought it was so cute. I'd never even thought to do one of those. I'm not going to make one, probably. I think my mom said she wants to make one, or they have them there at the hospital in the gift shop that you can do, and you just fill in like their, what do you call it, their little stats. So I thought that was so cute, and I didn't even know that that was a thing. I put together a little medicine basket that has everything that Skyla's going to need as far as like health reasons, and that's going to be in my haul that goes up tomorrow. It's going to have like a layout of all the stuff that I have ready for Skyla at the house in case she gets a fever, or there's a big list of things that infants might need, and I just want to have them right here at the house so that we don't have to scramble last minute to go get them. And the company Little Remedies actually sent me a care package, and so I added a lot of that stuff to the basket, and I thought that would be really helpful for you guys. After reading through everybody's comments about what they think I should bring to the hospital, I got a lot of things that people were saying that I should add to my bag. I decided not to add a lot of them just because I don't like to carry a bunch of stuff around with me, and I feel like I already have so much stuff that I'm bringing that there are some things that I just personally feel like I can live without, and so I'm not going to try and cram those things into my bag. But I did add a couple of things because I really liked your recommendations. One was to pack a Yeti, and I showed my Yeti in my last video, my pregnancy tips and whatever. Those are in, I showed my Yeti in that video. So that's in my bag. I also packed a nightlight, which I think is so cute because somebody told me in the comment section that whenever you're late night nursing, that you can either have the lights completely off and it's like pitch black in there, or if you turn the lights off, it's way too bright and it's overstimulating. So they said to bring a nightlight. You guys, I found the cutest nightlight because, and the reason I love it so much is because Skyla can kind of transition with it. I can have it by her bed whenever she's a baby, and then once she gets old enough to kind of start walking on her own and holding things, it's a light that she can hold with her and take, you know, throughout the house or wherever she wants to take with her. It's like a portable one with batteries. Wait till you see how cute this is. It's this little owl. The brand is Munchkin. And you set it, and I'm gonna just set it next to my hospital bed. So when you turn it on, you can't really see because I've got bright lights around, but it's on right now, and so I'm just gonna have it sitting right next to me, so when I breastfeed I can just use this for light. I also decided to bring my nursing pillow, which I really did not want to do at all, but I think I'm gonna bring it with me. I have it in the pile. In order to prepare my body for labor, and my doctor basically said that I can do any type of labor-inducing exercises, labor-inducing ball, bouncing, rolling, walking, anything that I want, because we're full term. I've been full term since Monday, and basically at this point Skyla can safely come at any time. There are some people who say that they should wait to be born at 39 weeks, but the general consensus is no matter what you do, if the baby's not ready to come out, she's not going to come out. And I think that I've pretty much proven that because I've been using a lot of these techniques since around 35 weeks, and I'll share some of them that I've been doing with you. I've been eating pineapple and mango because they are said to help soften the cervix, although I don't know if I agree with that because my cervix is not dilated whatsoever. I've been drinking the raspberry leaf tea. Once again, there's been no change in my cervix, so I don't know if they're working. Maybe they might be toning my uterus. It might be a big crock. I don't know. But depending on how my labor goes, I think I'll have a better insight into how well the teas worked or didn't work. But I added one tea into the mix. I got this one at Babies R Us, and it's an organic 3rd trimester tea. And I don't get contractions when I drink these teas. I know a lot of moms have said they get contractions as they're drinking these teas, but it hasn't done anything like that for me. Skyla is gonna be in there for a while, I think. Another thing that's been really delicious, and I'm glad I started doing, is adding cinnamon sticks to my tea. So I basically just add a cinnamon stick whenever I brew some tea, and it makes it taste better, and cinnamon sticks are also supposed to help with your dilation. Once again, I don't know if it's true because I'm not dilated. Having sex can help with your dilation. Walking, I've been trying to walk, guys, but my ankles and feet are so swollen and painful that I can't go for longer than like 10 minutes, and my ankles hurt so bad that I'm about to collapse. So that's not been working out very well. I've been bouncing and twerking on my workout ball. Who knows? And this one I think is kind of hilarious, but people say to eat salad with balsamic vinegar, and I love balsamic vinegar. You guys know that if you watch my food vlogs. I have balsamic vinegar on everything, so I've been doing it, but it's not doing anything. I also wanted to show a pair of sweatpants that I picked up at Target. The brand is the Gilligan and O'Malley. Yeah, Gilligan and O'Malley, and they're a large, and they're gray like this, and they have that drawstring. They're pretty, they're huge, and they have pockets, but they're so comfy and soft. They're in the PJ section. If you need some new pajama pants or like sweatpants for around the house, these are my new best friend. Okay, now we'll talk about my appointment that I had this morning, which is why I waited. Well, one of the reasons I waited to do this video until today. So I already said about the hiccuping and the thrashing. She said it was normal. She measured my belly. She said my belly is measuring 37 weeks, but that whenever she drops even lower into my pelvis, that she might stay measuring 37 weeks, or she might drop back to 36 weeks, because she said that a lot of times once they drop down, your belly gets smaller. I weigh 182 pounds, which puts me at a total weight gain of 54 pounds. I think it was either one of my subscribers or somebody on Snapchat sent me a message saying that her midwife or doula said that this probiotic would help with GBS positive women. So I don't know if it will help or not. There's really no reason not to try. I mean, why not try? I take probiotics anyway. I love probiotics. So I ordered it online. I've been taking it, but this is what it is. And that is all before I show you guys my bump. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for my haul. It's going to have tons of baby stuff and a lot of stuff that I didn't get on my registry at my shower that I went ahead and purchased, and then more things that I found that I needed or wanted. So that's gonna be up tomorrow. I'm going to show you my bump. I wanted to add, I'm still getting tons of comments about asking me where I got something, or like something that I'm wearing, whatever, like what makeup I'm wearing or what clothes I'm wearing or anything like that. And I just want to say that that's always in the drop down box. If there's not a link in the drop down box, it's because I don't have a link. You might have to do a Google search. So when you're watching these videos, if I mention something, just write the name down and type it into Google. That's probably the easiest and quickest way to find something. I've been getting tons of questions on where do I get the Salt of the Earth deodorant, and I'm telling you, all I do is when Anna Ciccone recommended Salt of the Earth deodorant, it was so easy for me to find it. So I know that you guys can find it on your own as well. All I did was just type in Salt of the Earth deodorant on Google, clicked shopping, and once I saw the thumbnail of the one that I wanted, I just clicked in it and I purchased it, and then it got shipped to me. And I think that it was extra shipping because it's from the UK. So you might have to ship, it might have to be international shipping. So if you're not into that, then you might not be able to get the deodorant. So I just wanted to add that because I get tons and tons of comments asking stuff like that. So let's go ahead and look at my bump. Okie dokie, here's my bump with my top on. This top is from Target. It's a maternity Target top. I can't remember the designer. The shorts are from Stitch Fix. I have a link in the description with my referral link. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my 37-week update. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow for my haul video. Bye.